Hey everyone! Watchers on the Wall recently reported a new major Game of Thrones Season 8 spoiler out of the Winterfell set. Before I talk about this new revelation, I want to give a spoiler alert in case you don't want to know anything about Season 8, because this video contains a spoiler image. If you're still on board, then let's get started. To put it in simple terms, Winterfell is up in flames. The entire set was said to be lit up. This only means one thing. Winterfell is going to fall in Season 8. Now, if you start guessing who is responsible for burning the Winterfell, the first and most obvious choice has to be the Night King. In the Season 7 finale, he burnt down a large portion of the wall with his reanimated dragon. Clearly, the Night King is quite powerful. He can fly straight to Winterfell and simply set the castle on fire. Right now, I don't see anyone stopping him, not even Jon and Dany. They must have a solid strategy before they face him, or they won't survive. You might be wondering that if a reanimated dragon attacked Winterfell, the flames would look blue in color, but the flames in the set look like normal fire. Well, they can use CGI to change the color of the flames during post-production, so the Night King could very well be behind the attack. If it was not the Night King, the next suspect is Cersei. I don't see any big reasons for her to burn Winterfell because the Northerners are committed to stopping the White Walkers. Attacking them would only make her vulnerable to the army of the dead. However, there is still one reason which is sufficient enough to attack the North. The answer is quite simple: for food supplies. Right now, the people of King's Landing are facing a food shortage crisis, and they're not capable of producing the crops. The capital usually relies on houses for the supplies. Up until recently, it was the Reach. That's why, back in Season 7, Cersei ordered Jaime to seize Highgarden, not just to confiscate all the gold, but also the food provisions. The siege of Highgarden was going as planned until Dany started ambushing the Lannister army. She burned all of the precious food stocks which were supposed to reach King's Landing. Dany could have seized them for her own army, but Drogon was in full rage mode and ended up destroying the entire convoy. King's Landing desperately needs those supplies which Dany had wiped out. As a result, the capital will suffer a food shortage crisis, and after a certain point it will become impossible for Cersei to rule.
I'm Queen Regent.
Listen to me, Queen Regent. You're losing the people. Do you hear me?
The people. You think I care?
You might find it difficult to rule over millions who want you dead. Half the city will starve when winter comes, the other half will plot to overthrow you.
So she desperately needs those food provisions for her people. She can't seize the farmers in Highgarden because they already delivered almost all of their stocks. She can't even command them to produce new crops because it's not feasible to farm in this cold climate. So the only choice left for Cersei is to attack Winterfell. Lannister's soldiers may not fare well in the north, but they do have wildfire. Since winter is officially here, it won't be a big deal for the Lannisters to transport wildfire to the north. So Cersei could be the one who is behind this attack. Again, the color of the flames can be changed in post-production. And finally, I want to talk about one of Bran's dreams from the book, which I think is slightly relevant to this video. Apparently, in that dream, Bran sees a dragon while Winterfell is burning down to the ground. The words are as follows: "The smoke and ash clouded his eyes, and in the sky he saw a great winged snake, whose roar was a river of flame. He bared his teeth, and then the snake was gone." Some people speculate that it was Jon's newly hatched dragon that had been buried in the crypts of Winterfell, and the egg was actually a gift from Jon's father. Ned hid it to conceal Jon's real identity. Now, dreams are not necessarily precise. They can turn out completely differently. And here's my question to you guys. What will happen to Winterfell, and where will all these people go? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe.